was 26 years old, the Lord blessed me to start a business, a plastering company. I was in the Lord. I was doing so good. My business was steady growing. So I'm working 5 days a week. Business very successful. I had 30 employees. I had an office building. So here it is. I go to church Tuesday night, choir rehearsal. Wednesday night, midweek delivery service. Friday night service. Saturday's brethren prayer. Sunday morning service. So here I am. I was working in my business, being faithful in the church. My business started growing. I started slacking up in church. So I started missing that Tuesday night, because sometimes I work so much, I'd be so tired. So then my business growing so much, we'll start working 6 days a week. When I was working 6 days a week, I started missing that Wednesday night deliverance service. I wasn't getting into my Bible like I supposed to, and I didn't realize then that I was getting weaker and weaker. So I'm working, I'm telling you, making plenty of money. And business blew up so much. I started working 7 days a week. When I started working that 7 days a week, I was going down fast. I didn't realize it. I'm out there because spiritually I was down. I was caught up. As long as I stayed focused on Jesus, I was lost focus. When I lost focus, I stopped going to church altogether, and I was focused on my business. Wrong thing to do. But don't you know, and I failed. Now, I failed, stopped going to church spiritually. I started doing things that I never did before in my life. Because I'm telling you about this here, I was out there working in a guy house. He involved into the wrong thing. So I'm looking at him. I wanted to desire to get into it. And that's the worst thing I could ever done. That's when I got on that heroin. When I got on that heroin, I did it for sport when I first started. I did heroin for so many years without getting sick because I was getting it free. I knew people where I can get it free, for years. But you know what? Them people that I knew, they passed away. And don't you know that heroin wasn't free anymore? And then I'm looking at my business started dropping. Started dropping. I got to the point I was losing desire to work. I was strung out. And I was strung out, I fell fast. Next thing you know, because look, when I was in my business now, I was a young man, 24 years old. I had 5 trucks, 30 employees, an office building. Lord knows, had the whole 9 yards, had a secretary. And don't you know, when I failed, when I got hooked on them drugs, before I knew it, everything was gone. And here I am out there in them streets. I end up homeless. I end up living in my van. And it wasn't a customized van neither. It was a construction van. But my wife went to live with her aunt. And I was living in my van. I cried so many nights in that van. Lord have mercy. How in the world did I get myself in this predicament? And I laid there and went on, for a while. I went on for a while, still out there. Didn't ask the Lord to help me, to take me back. I didn't call on him. Things got worse now. I was living in my van. I ain't had nothing. Stopped working contracts. done lost my contracts. I end up out there going from day to day, getting drugs the best way I can. And I got them too, the best way that I can. But I thank God because of the years of my addiction, the 26 years I was strung out on heroin, cocaine, and alcohol. I never been incarcerated, you know, and I thank God because my buddies, so many of my buddies that hang with me, but we was out there, they'd go to penitentiary, come back 10 years later, I'm still in the streets. And I won't no snitching neither. You know, the Lord had his hands on me the 26 years I was out there. But don't you know, being out there, I done got shot 2 times. I've been hit with a meat cleaver. I died 2 times in Maryville Medical Center. Hallelujah. And don't you know, God is so good now. I done had 50 heart failures. I done had a stroke. I done had a heart attack. And don't you know, over a year and a half ago, the doctor called me and said that, Mr. Blow, you are now cancer-free. Hallelujah. To God be the glory. And I thank God for that because he took me back. But I got to tell you how he took me back. One day, I was home. Y'all heard the story. 26-year addiction, lost everything. I was home. That time I had an apartment. And I was sick as a dog. For 2 days, I was going to try to cold turkey. I was going to beat this thing without rehab. I laid home for 2 days. The second day, I was sick as a dog. If you know something about heroin, you know if a junkie haven't had his fix in 2 days, you can imagine what he's looking like. And it scared me because with my conditions, health problems I have, I done went 2 days, I'm getting sick. I got up out my bed. I said, I'm going to downtown where I hang at with my stick partners. Yes, so-called stick partners. I found out it won't like this, it was like that. When I got down there, the area I was hanging in, I would go to, I said, man, look, y'all. I said, man, I need some help, man. I said, I ain't had no dope in 2 days. And they said, look, Blow, man, we can't help you. I said, Lord, have mercy. They my stick partners, the same guys that I looked out for so many years. But now they got plenty of dope, but they're going to tell me they can't help me. So, but don't you know, if I just had a little bit more strength, I would have took me some dope from somebody, but I was too weak. What I did, I got back in my car. I was in Portsmouth, but I lived in Chesapeake. I was going down George Washington Highway. I was driving home, and I said, Lord, I'm tired, you know. I said, Lord, I'm tired. I said, Lord, help me. I said, Lord, help me, you know. I said, Lord, I walked away from you. I said, I'm sorry, Lord. And Lord, I'm asking you to fix me. Lord, I got home, I was still sick. I mean, sick as a dog. But I cried out to God, but I fell asleep. But before I did that, I told the Lord that I was sorry. I sinned against him and him only. And I asked him to forgive me. He didn't, I was sick. I was still sick. I went home and went to bed. But you know what? He heard my cry. When I woke up, hallelujah, I was straight. From that day to this one. And this was in 2011. This 2017 now. I haven't picked up since 2011. Instantly, the Lord delivered me. You know, and I thank God, you know, for my wife, because I was on drugs for 26 years. She worked in internal affairs for 35 years. To God be the glory. She did not leave me. Hallelujah. And I thank God for it. And now, my wife, she's a member of this church. We serving the Lord together. We working in the Lord together. We come in Sanctuary of Hope. Now, we working in the Ministry of Hope Charitable Services.